It's time.
Welcome to Date with DANU, right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. After 7 long years, once again, I get to have them on the set of Date with DANU. Well, this duo really knows how to keep a party going, and at the same time, someone who has been introduced into the film industry because of this great man. More on the other side.
Hi, I'm Chandran.
Hi, I'm Nihara.
I'm Wilson Gunaratne.
We are thrilled to be here with Danu. I've been here a couple of times, and he makes magic happen on the TV screen. And very interesting questions and provocative questions, unexpected.
He's been hilarious all the time, and I think having an interview with him is just so exciting every time.
Danu is a very energetic man, dynamic, energetic person. I'm very sure he also has the other good quality, result-oriented. So naturally, Danu would go a long way.
Last time I had Chandran on the show together with his Meenakshi. He lost 3 of his girlfriends who he was just having them on the phone lines active. Now they have gone. The rest will go today. Meenakshi is the wife, by the way. That's not her real name. Nihara has been named Meenakshi because he had that Meenakshi look on her that he really liked. That's the story that was revealed last time. And of course, I have the man with a phenomenal voice. Just say that name of yours again, Wilson.
Wilson Gunaratne.
Oh my God. He's like that Zesta tea brand. Say it again. Absolutely fabulous. Thank you for being here. And I'm so happy that you're here. So we were searching for someone to fill this setup with people who can share stories with them. And he's like, Wilson is someone who I introduced. And what's amazing, Wilson came up to Mr. Chandram and said, thank you once again. You gave me the first break and I'm here. And that is what you call class. So tell me, how did you and Wilson meet, and where did you see his talent, and when did this break come through?
Yeah, well, I was making my first film, first directorial debut. And it was a story that I wrote. I carried around for 15 years. Nobody gave me any money to make it. And then finally, 15 years later, I went to America and I earned my money and I came back and made, you know that story.
Yeah.
Old story. Anyway, we were, excuse me, we were going to shoot the movie and we needed a certain character, and we were looking for one, and Tony Ranasinghe was in the movie.
Right.
And Tony said to me, actually we should give credit to Tony.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
Tony said, I have a wonderful young man who can do the part. So he came for an interview with me, and actually I didn't even want to interview him because, you know, my interview is not a formal interview.
Right.
Mine is a situation where I talk to people and I work it out at that moment. At that moment, I know whether it's going to work or not,
Right.
you know, in my normal conversation. So I had a chat with Wilson and I said, yes, we want you to be the character, right?
Dunuvila.
Dunuvila, the character Dunuvila, the boyfriend of the girl, right?
Manikula Kurushila was my girlfriend.
That's how it all started.
That's how it started. But at that point, you were looking at being in films?
No, actually, I was a hotel even at that time.
Right.
But of course, when he told me that there's a film Mr. Rutnam is going to direct, so I really wanted to work for his film and learn many more things under his direction.
And that was the start.
That was the start.
And I was completely overwhelmed to see, in our eyes, we have seen you perform, and you're a brand of your own for the skills that you have given for us to see. It was remarkable to see him still be a student of Chandran and appreciate him even there. And that's remarkable. Those things are, you can never buy that with money or anything. That's you're born with it. It's called class. Let's speak to this hot girl in the middle of all of this.
Sorry.
Keep it closed. Here is a child that has not had anything in a long time, so can be very traumatizing for me. Tell me, after the last encounter you had on this show,
Yes.
he has got 3 phone calls with depressed 3 women on the other side.
Exactly. That's what he says.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's only 3 or more.
So how he can't just imagine if he has to call and tell all his girlfriends that he has got married again.
That's
it's
true.
impossible. You'll never be able to cover it.
True.
Yeah, it's a bit of a worldwide reach. It's you know, we have let it all go down like small drains here in Piliyandala. You have been a world premiering guy. So that's amazing. But they're okay now or no?
It's all over.
All hopes gone.
Don't call me again. Boom.
Done. There you go. Good for you. Good for us. The rest can follow suit after this show. Now, you're actually, what I really like about Nihara is the fact that it can be Chandran or Chandran's, no, but it's like, can you do that? Like, there's no hanky-panky, all very straightforward, cut right, dung dung. How is life with him these days?
Hectic, never a dull moment.
Yeah, just 24/7, like a wine little.
Yes, exactly, yes.
Yeah. Do you have to tell him sometimes to just shut up
Oh
and sit?
boy, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sometimes at 1 in the morning, like yesterday,
Uh,
he's waiting for a Zoom call at 1 in the morning with Los Angeles, and they were getting delayed. So I said, listen, cut it, because we need to relax and,
Yeah.
and be ready for the next day. So it's non-stop.
24/7. Good that you have put the office on top and a different entrance is there.
Yes.
Yes. So you have to actually walk out of the house. She can lock you out if she wants to. Now we have to come back and speak about some amazing stories that Wilson and Chandran shares, and of course Nihara as well. But we have a segment that is called Hot Seat. Let's go. Thank you to our friends at Crystal Luxury Wellness for joining us on Date with DANU. Now you can enjoy an array of services. Now here's something that I would like to speak to you about. The bridal wing of Crystal Luxury Wellness. They have these amazing treatments that they have, packages for brides to be, even the grooms. You all can get a complete makeover where you feel confident, radiant on that day, with experts guiding you through the whole process. And at the same time, they have some amazing partnership with people who are industry leaders in the bridal field when it comes to hair and makeup, dressing, hotels, you name it, they have it all covered. So visit Crystal today to get this amazing package to make your big day a big, better day. All right, now it's time to ask questions. Shall I start with Wilson?
Why don't you start with Mr. Rutnam? He's the senior, much more senior to me. To give him due respect.
This
But
I
if
don't
it's
think
better with your programs, you ask me. It's okay.
told everything and then said it's your program, you can ask. I'm going to start because you are the newcomer here. They are experts. Ready? One thing that's missing in today's film industry, according to you?
A, good producers. B, good scripts. And a political policy, principles and policies. They should definitely encourage the good directors and good scriptwriters and support this industry, film industry.
Politicians and politics. Yeah. Vijay Nandasiri, Rodney, Ranjan, Ronnie, Hemal Ranasinghe. Out of all these people who you have worked with, who do you have the most treasured memory with?
Well, I worked with Vijay Nandasiri for nearly 10 years. And I have not worked with Hemal for that
For that long.
long period, yes. And I've also, Rodney Vanderkunstler, he was with me for 10 years in the same program. But of course, two of them are two different characters. And I have a very busy schedule. I meet them on location, and after that, I say goodbye and go away. And I have never had time to sit with them, have a drink, have a cup of tea, I also have a principle. I select my friends, I select my members of the cast, and I select whom I should work with. And also, I select people who could ask me questions. Did you hear me that? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Thank you.
I'm one of the selected ones.
So be happy.
Yes, yes. I don't know whether I'm getting scolded here or not. Third question.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Right, I'll ask. A comedian with whom you have enjoyed great times on screen. Bandhu, Tennyson, Vijay Nandasiri, Rajita Hiran.
Actually, I had the opportunity of working with Mr. Joabe Vikrama. His name is not in there.
I know. It's okay.
You cannot class him as a comedian, but of course, I've had experience working with him.
Okay. Your all-time favorite director?
Mr. Chandram Rutnam.
Now you...
But you must also give me time to tell you why. Tamil answer, you must give me sufficient time for me to answer a question.
Please tell.
I also worked under him in the international film Common Man. So that's why I like to work with him. I admire his way of handling artists and getting work done by them. And if you are not energetic, dynamic, and result-oriented, you would say, please, goodbye, Wilson, please go away. You see?
Now can I ask the last question?
Of course, yes.
You have you have great you have done justice in terms of impersonating a few people, but your performance of Mahinda and Ranil was remarkable. Who do you feel that you have done a better job of, Mahinda or Ranil?
Well, you must ask this question from the audience because I myself cannot
But
answer
you've
that question.
gut feeling you have?
But if you ask me, if you add another name, include Mr. J.R. Javadhan's character also into this, then I would say Mr. J.R. Javadhan's character.
Right.
I hope you are happy with my answer.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
There are pictures of you as JR. I'm telling you, you look so much alike.
Yeah, I have a nice experience to tell you.
Please,
Might be
you can
interesting.
take all the whole.
Yes.
You can take all the.
So
time.
once I had to go to Gulfface Hotel, attend to a wedding, and he was the president at that time. He was also there. Then the army commander came up to me, and also his security chief came and said, His Excellency is coming to see you. To see me, to my table? Of course, as he came walking towards me, he said, Mr. Gunaratne, can I have a word with you? I said, of course, yes. I don't mind your portraying my character, but don't go to Rupawahini and make an announcement to say that I have dissolved the parliament. I will get into problem. So I said, everybody's looking at me. So I said, Your Excellency, I know my limits with that tone. I know that, that's why I have allowed you to portray my character. And he walked away. So later I asked the security, why did he make that statement? He said, no, I will check and let you know. So once I asked the army commander, the same evening, I said, why did he make that statement? In that period, there was a rumor to say that certain party, some rebellions, they had planned to capture Rupawahini and SLBC.
Right.
And he had thought, in case if that happens, and if they take me there, place his picture, and get me to make the announcement in his voice, of course, he said, then I would get into problems. I would never do anything like that, you see.
But your characterization of former President Mahinda was also superb, brilliant.
So now I want to ask you, DANU Saturday?
Satu time. Okay, so good. All right. Chandram, to you now.
Well done.
Yeah.
A heroine who you have enjoyed on screen. On screen. Nowhere else.
Say it again.
A heroine who you have enjoyed on screen.
You mean I worked with or just
on
watching?
screen, watching.
Ah, watching.
Your options you have Malini Fonseca, Veena Jayakodi, Swarna Malwarachi.
Swarna Malavarachi.
If you had to cast one of the following actresses as the female lead for your next movie, who would you pick? You have Sangeeta, Yashoda, Dilhani.
Sangeeta.
Out of your 3 ex-wives, who does Nihara approve of the most?
Oh my God.
She approves of both.
Only 2.
Two right now.
Legally too.
Legally 2.
I mean,
Yeah. Ravindra Andaniya, Lucky Daya, Sanat Gunatilaka, Kamal Adrarachi. Rank according to your preference. Favorite and least.
least I will get to right now. Ravi Randani, least.
Oh, okay.
Can I work backwards?
Yeah, okay. Okay, just tell me the first now.
What are the names?
Lucky, Sanat, Kamal. That's all I have.
Lucky.
Balanced.
Lucky. One thing you love and tolerate about your better half.
Very good question, very interesting question. I have thought of it.
Ah,
Uh,
now spill it.
I admire her personality, first of all. And she's a young lady who can almost handle anything.
True.
And that has been a big asset to me. In fact, I have 2 or 3 companies, and when I couldn't handle them all, she's handling one of them. She's handling our aviation
Wing of it.
Office. So like that, I'll put it this way. I would say that I'm surviving today because of her, because she takes on the challenge, and she puts a little go into it and makes things happen, which is very important to me, because I'm very busy with my things, and she backs me up on almost everything, not everything, almost. And it has been a good relationship. I don't think I could have done better.
You don't tolerate anything.
And she's to the point. She tells me like it is.
One thing that you love and tolerate about Chandran.
Oh my God.
That'll be a surprise.
You tell the
Tolerate.
love factor first and then the tolerating factor.
What do I
Truth
do?
is,
I think I tolerate a lot. You know,
Yeah.
because he's very accommodating to everybody.
Yeah.
So sometimes it goes overboard. So I
Right.
have to tell him, hey,
Trim the bush.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's sort of, because he's always giving his time, all that. So, but sometimes at a cost to his work and so on. So then I have to say, hey, enough is enough.
If a biopic of Chandran was to be made, who would you pick to play the lead role?
My God, do you have a list?
No.
Oh my God, locally, I don't think anybody can.
If it's a singular play movie only, and
Oh
not an
my
English
God.
one, we'll have a problem there.
I don't think anybody can.
Internationally even?
Internationally, who's that guy who looks like you? Warren Beatty.
Yeah.
I think Warren Beatty. I think he looks like him.
Right. Ashan, Hemal, Saranga, Roshan. Who in your opinion is the most attractive?
Ashan,
Hemal, Saranga, Roshan.
that's a hard one. Hemal, I think.
If you were to be invisible for one
I
day,
hope Ashan won't get angry with me.
if you were to be invisible one day, what's the first thing you would do?
Invisible. Oh my goodness. I will. God, that's a tough one. Invisible. I like to see what's going on in the parliament.
One
Behind
thing,
closed doors.
yeah, no, you're invisible. You can
Yeah.
even sit on their lap; they'll not know. One thing that everyone in Sri Lankan movie industry pretends to be busy.
No, not busy.
That's
I
what-
think that I think people are going to not like this.
But say-
I think they want to show that they care about everybody else. That they're all for the other person, but I don't think so. I mean, I'm not in the film industry, so I can say that.
Yeah, you can. Wilson,
Yes.
I just wanted to see how you were doing.
I'm still here.
Yes.
You're lucky that Professor J.L.P. is not here. Otherwise, he would tell you, DANU, I think high time for us to appoint a commission to probe into matters. You see? Anyway, go ahead.
We need to get into a break. We'll see you right after. And welcome back to the show. We are speaking to amazing people here. I wanted to speak about Sri Lankan cinema. We have done some beautiful films that have been recognized worldwide. As Chandran says, yeah, the film festivals are good, art films are great. How are we to make movies if there's nothing coming in and but to can't do anything with a plaque after you win it? But let's speak about the good times of cinema. That was a time when the industry was booming and the black and white films up to date had not only quality actors, but they made it their full-time career. They did it so well because they knew there was return when it comes to their investment of time. And then it took a bit of a turn with political turmoil, the war, the riots, all of this. Let's speak about the good times and then the shift that happened to cinema. And you all have seen and witnessed it. If you can speak a little bit about it.
You want me to?
You and Nihara and I are too young for this.
I think you can start off in the earlier period. I'm not that familiar.
Yeah, of course. In 1960s and 70s, I think we had the best period that we could speak about Sri Lankan film industry. Then what happened after that? I'll tell you what happened. There's a thing called management is my special subject. That's what I have specialized. There is nothing excellence other than right performing. The decision makers did not play their role. They did not perform very well. And you must put the A man in A job if you want to get
The good results.
good results. But all what happened finally, the decision makers, they took the complete control of this film industry. And even the festivals, I'll tell you one example. One day I was invited for a festival and they put my picture. And previous night they called me twice. They called me and asked me, definitely you'll be there for years. And after the award ceremony, two persons from the judge board came and said, sir, you should have got that award. Actually, last minute, they made some changes. So, you see, what you must do, you must identify the talents of talented people and give them the responsibility, give them the position, encourage them to do that. Then they will be energetic, dynamic, and result-oriented. All what happened, that's what happened in the film industry. And the wrong people took the control of this field. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Still it's going on. Still it's going on. Don't edit that part. I want people to know that you must have the right person, the right position. What's the 5 best management principles we learn? We learn when we are in mommy's tummy. She would accept the position. She would have the power to sustain it, and dedication, accountability, and responsibility. I won't tell you the name of the country. Capital of that country is Colombo. So you guess what the country is. That's my explanation. And why don't you ask Mr. Ratnam? He's a maestro in this industry.
You have always been the one who backs up talent. Even now, there's a film being done and you've come forward to back it up. It's about the front page wedding. You've always been there to support, but it is not fair for one or two people to always believe in the craft alone. Tell me, where do you think we went wrong from the good times of 60s, 70s?
Okay, I have a lot to say on that.
Right.
First of all, we have to accept the film making as an industry, not as a cultural thing. Because the key to making films is you have to have a return. You got to make money. Otherwise, the producer cannot make another film. So we got to make it a product. So some of us are only thinking about festivals and awards. That's fine. That's an advertisement. That if you win an award, it promotes the film. But in a lot of cases, I've said this many times, the directors of Sri Lanka, most of them, earlier crowd, they were more interested in awards. So they take the money from a producer. The producer never gets the money back. They don't talk. They're angry. They don't talk again. You know, the producer has got to pay a mortgage. He commits suicide, right? This guy is happy. He's got the garland and the awards. So that's not where it's at. First of all, it's got to be accepted as an industry. You make an investment and you make a return. Right. That is the important thing. Then, if there is something spectacular there that the industry has created, then we take it and move it into culture and promote it as a cultural item. So now, unfortunately, there are over 150 films made that nobody wants to distribute. Nobody wants to put it in their theatres. And then why are we feeling sorry for the fact that there is such a line? If you made a bad product, get it off the shelf, throw it away. If you have a store, you put an item there. If it does not sell, you don't keep it there. So we got to start thinking like that. Now, we can't feel sorry for these producers and directors who made lousy films. If they make trash, it's got to be trash. If it's good, we will accept it. So don't feel sorry for our industry. Treat it like an industry. We are out there, make a good product, and if the good product works, well and good. If it's not a good product, get rid of it.
Full stop. Done. But let's speak about the future of the film industry when we do come back. But right now, we have something called Tap and Go, made possible by our friends at MasterCard. Thank you to our friends at MasterCard for joining us on Date with DANU. Now, purchasing your favorite goodies or even traveling is made easy thanks to our friends at MasterCard, where you just need to tap and go. Well, right now, we are ready to play this game. It's very simple. As you know, I have handed over my credit card to you all. It has the zeros. The front digit you all can put. But you just need to answer the questions. The one who gets it first needs to tap the device. Here we go. Which bird is known as a symbol of peace? Eagle, sparrow, swan, dove.
Dove.
Quick.
Quicker than me.
In Greek mythology, who turned all that he touched into gold? I don't know whether I'm saying these right, so please don't get offended and write in the comment section saying Danu is just a fool. It's okay. I'm just saying it right now. Zeus, Midas, am I correct? Very good. Hercules, Theseus. Thesaurus? Yeah, Theseus.
Midas.
Yes.
I think it's
Meenakshi's.
said Midas touch, right? Chandra?
Midas? Midas?
Midas touch.
Midas touch.
Midas touch. There you go. Yeah. Meenakshi is rocking it. What color do you get when you mix blue and yellow together? Do I need to give options for this? Purple, brown, black, green. Right.
Black.
Wait,
Black.
no, it's green. Blue and yellow.
Sorry.
Wrong.
Green, yellow, green,
Which
right?
is the longest running TV show? Friends, Grey's Anatomy, The Simpsons.
Simpsons.
Well done. What fruit is dried to produce raisins? Apple, grapes, peaches, plums.
Plums.
Racings.
Grapes.
Grapes. Grapes have become racings.
Well, I must say, Nihara, you performed very well.
Thank you.
You are second runner-up. You have just, I'm kind of like,
Real.
he looks very strict.
No, if you had asked me the color when you mix blue and green, then of course I would have told you wait till the next election.
Oh,
Honest.
True.
good one. Good one.
Very good. Very good.
Good one.
Congratulations, Nihara. You're the lucky winner.
Thank you.
Date with DANU has featured multiple actors and directors who have come up with great films to fill cinema halls today, and the attempt to keep this industry alive has been remarkable. Now, in terms of contribution towards this industry, the right people have been put to the right job these days. Now, we do have a beautiful film location down in Hambantota where it really is magnificent if you have walked there and seen it. And I unfortunately went to it when it was about to fall apart. But right now it has been revived. I actually saw a recent shoot being done there as well. And now you are overlooking it.
No, I'm not overlooking it right now, but I'm in the process.
Right.
The process of applying to purchase it on lease.
Right.
And the reason is, I like to elaborate on that. This was an idea that I had 20 years ago.
Right.
And I had a group of friends whom I shared it with. And I had the designs, I had everything. It's all on paper. Well, this group of friends suddenly thought they'll take it on their own, and they stole it away from me, erased my name, and took it to the president of the country of that time, Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa. And Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa, who is very keen on in the film, he likes to act and he likes the film industry. He was overwhelmed by this, and they had taken my name off and put their names on there. And then he said, don't make it in Kandy, which I had intended to do, Digana. Make it in Hambantota, close, his electorate. And they went ahead, and he put up the money, and it was done perfectly. But now, it's not just construction. It has to have a follow-up. There's a marketing aspect. There's much more than just building a building. What do you do with that building? How do you sell it? How do you market it? How do you get films to come in there? All that stuff they did not know. So it died a natural death. Now, having seen that, the present president had seen that, and he has asked me whether we can do something about it. I said, yes, we will do something about it if I take it over. I mean, not to work for them, but to take it over, to purchase it on lease. So I'm in the process of doing it, and I intend to make it the film capital of Asia.
That's amazing because the space is beautiful. All the facilities are there, and why
It's
not?
all there. Why not take use of it? Now,
Yeah.
we should not complain about what happened in the past. Whatever is there is there. Let's make use of what is there, and build what we had planned in the overall plan.
Yeah.
Put it into effect. Stop complaining. Let's go forward.
And if we do it right, it becomes a tourist attraction point
Absolutely.
too, where people get a chance to relive some of the iconic movie moments, or even just come and see how it's done.
Yes.
Iconic movie moments we need to start making now to
Yeah.
create the iconic sets. But
Talking about iconic, we've had two of the most iconic films made in Sri
I
Lanka.
was about to get there.
Okay, sorry.
The river part, the river
Bridge on the River Kwai.
bridge on the. Now he was also part of that film, correct?
No.
Oh, he was not. It's on your bio, huh?
Is it so?
Oh. Never mind. So tell me, Okay. So that film was shot here.
Yeah. I was
what's the other-
16-year-old.
Yeah.
I worked on it as a prop man.
What was the other film?
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, the biggest grossing film in the history of cinema.
And you got it down here, right?
Yes, Spielberg and Lucas.
His friends. We don't have such names to drop in as friends. I can say I know the guy who knows them. That's you. Now, Nihara, when it comes to choosing talent for his project, you guide him a little bit or you tell him your opinion?
Yes, yes. I think I may do a little bit more than guiding since of late.
Right.
Yeah, so you need to be nice to me if you want to be
The way
involved.
forward is that.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Now, has he overruled you and made a decision and he has not been happy with it?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so because I give him reasons. Okay, this is because even a few seconds cameo role can make or break a movie. So
Correct.
sometimes I tell him, it's not right.
Can I say something? Now, the key thing is what a big asset that a filmmaker should have
Is Nihara.
is a good critic.
Yes.
Yeah. Is a good critic.
Critic, of
A
course.
critic that you respect, and that person respects you. That means if something is wrong, they have to say it is wrong. Oh, you made a mistake, or that isn't right, or why don't you do it like this? You got to have some feedback from somebody like that. I'm very fortunate. I have it. I have it from my kids, whom I respect, my older kids, and I also get it from my. Actually, the best critic I had was my ex-wife, who will give me a good comment on something, and she knew the business, and I always adhered to it, and she does it too. I'm lucky.
You do so much of speaking gigs across the island. Even yesterday, he was in a place that I actually can't say. It's really far away.
Palace.
Yes.
Angunukola Palace.
Yeah. And you're working with some in the prison in developing. Am I getting it right? No.
Yes, I have done a number of programs for them, of course, for senior officers and
For inmates as well?
yes, pardon?
For inmates as well?
No, not now. But I have a different program, a rehabilitation program.
Right.
They will call me next week for that. But of course, management was the subject that.
But you concentrate mostly on.
Yes.
Okay. And with all these speaking gigs, what gives you the biggest satisfaction? You have worked with so many multiple sets of people.
Well, I have different programs for different institutions. Like when I go to universities, I have a program how to make use of the talents of the young generation. And continuously improving is a must. It's a never-ending process. So I always encourage people to have a new level of thinking. Even for decision makers in this country, they should have that principle. They should study that. Unfortunately, we have principles without principles. That is the biggest issue. Am I correct, sir?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right. We have a game. If you have a twisted mind, you might win. It's called Smackdown. Our friends at Smack launched in 1981. This particular brand really embodies everything Sri Lankan, helping the communities around, from the farmers to the ones who actually work in the factories, making our true organic fruits so flavorful in these refreshing beverages. Smack has always held Sri Lanka close to its brand in helping the communities and also giving us the true essence and the flavors of the real deal, from fresh milk to great fruits we get to enjoy it. And if you think one of these products are off the rack these days, well, that's because if the fruit is off the season, you ain't gonna get it because they use the real deal. So thank you, Smack, for always being true to your Sri Lankan identity and also giving us the sweet memories of a great drink. Now, they don't stop with the drinks, they also have all the knickknacks to go with it. So we have a big bag full of it right now. Now, to win this, if you have your mind in the gutter a little bit, you can win it. Okay?
It's nice.
This
Ladies
one,
first.
yeah, this one has that look.
Do I look very serious?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Arnold Schwarzenegger has a big one. Donald Trump has a small one. And Seal doesn't have one at all. What is it?
I wonder how he knows that.
Cut, is it?
No, I really don't know. How do you,
Are
how do
you
you know
going
about Donald Trump's?
Well, everybody knows about Donald Trump.
But Arnold Schwarzenegger, I expect that also not to be so big.
Big enough.
Any other things? Schwarzenegger, the answer is there. Schwarzenegger. Trump. Trump.
Okay, question again.
Arnold Schwarzenegger has a big one. Donald Trump has a small one. And Seal doesn't have one.
Didn't we go through this?
Yes.
Trying to find the answer. It's not your pee-pee.
No.
No.
Okay. Now,
A surname. A surname.
Surname. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
What is something that people keep in their trousers that their partners love to blow?
Purse.
Close.
The wallet. Oh,
Money.
money. Okay. Wallet is money.
Yeah. Good.
Boy,
She
mine is in the gutter.
Yes. Your mind was just there. It couldn't come beyond that. I'm small and hard, but holes love me. What am I?
My God. I'm afraid to say it.
Say it. Say it.
Again.
What can I say? You also started this out by saying that I hope your head is in the gutter. Even though I was not in the gutter, I went
You
into the
just
gutter.
did. It's a key.
The key.
Oh my God.
K-E-Y.
Very good.
I just feel
Who
like
made up these questions? Who?
we have ways of getting it. I'm going to give it to you, Chandran.
But
This round, although you lost, I feel you won. For the sake of your PP, here we go. Time for a break. We'll see you right after. Welcome back to the show. We have definitely seen this great talent come to life on many platforms, including live performances to people, to television. Wilson has really proved what he's got. How many characters live within you?
Well, I have already done, I have in my bank 50 different voices at the moment.
amazing.
For each character,
You come up with a voice.
yes, like if it is great Mahatma Gandhi, I should have that voice. So training is very necessary.
So when do you do this? Like, where do you have the time? Like, when you drive or when you are alone?
No, I can't do that while I'm driving. People would be looking at me, they would think I'm talking to myself, and then, but there's anything wrong with me. So I have a schedule. I have a schedule. Like Pandit Ravi Shankar, I met him once, and he said he starts his rehearsal 5 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
So like that, I have a schedule. I do my rehearsals, and I can tell you what happened once. I was practicing a voice, and my wife came and said, "There's a call for you from Temple Trees." It was 6:20, my 9th of March, my birthday. So I normally don't answer calls when if somebody tells me there's a politician who wants to speak to me. But second time again, 10 to 7, he called me. And he called me and said, "බැරිතුමා මම කතා කළේ සුබ උපන්දලයක් චිරංජායතු කියන්න." So I said, "බොහොම ස්තුතියි මට කතා කළා උදේ පාන්දරම." Then he asked, are you going to put in my character as well? I said, "Of course, yes." So it's a good experience. So of course, I like to do this subject purely because I want the next generation to have a better country. And I want to do this political satire purely because the next generation should have a better country. Did you get my point?
Yes.
Okay.
And these are some of the pictures of him portraying more than 14 characters in one telefilm, and you're going to be acting with yourself in three different looks.
There would be few other supporting artists as well. You should show, if you really want to show the people, show great Mahatma Gandhi's and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru's character.
Right.
That.
And whose voice is your favorite?
It's very difficult to answer your question because, like, if I have 3 children, if you have 5 children, if you ask whom do you love the best, it's very difficult, especially for an actor.
Tell me, okay. Nehru reading Gandhi. And this.
What is that?
Premadas Vinjaya taking a
It's
drive.
the first political satire on television, Kodi Vinay.
And give us a little performance of Ranil, if you don't mind.
No, certainly I would say no to that your request because I'm still studying his character. But he knows that. But he knows that one day I will do that character. But I'm still doing studies.
Okay.
But if you ask me to do his voice of Mr. J.R. Javadhan, I would certainly do that.
Is that we saw a demo? You have never done any female characters?
No, certainly not.
Okay. It'll be harder.
No,
But it's
that's not because now once I get myself ready to do a different character, there's a lot of work behind it, and physically I should fit that character. But that's what I don't portray many different characters in the political field. Physically I should fit now. If it's Mr. J.R. Javadhan, if it's Mr. Fauzi, physically I mean people would believe, people would accept it.
yeah. Visually, it has to be pleasing as much you are going to hear it as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Chandran, you're working on a project currently, and it's a very special project. Shall we speak a little bit about it? The film that you are working on.
The film that I'm working on. Right now I'm working on the story of Rizana Nafiq. Some of your viewers might have remembered the newspaper articles where a young girl of 16 forged her passport and went to Saudi Arabia, and unfortunately incident occurred and she was jailed for 7 years. So the real trauma is the 7 years. How do you live 7 years thinking, knowing that you're innocent and that you're going to be called to go home very soon? And it's a story that I don't think people really understand the true story behind it. So I want to bring that out, and it's also something that we can offer to the world. It's a very interesting story, and also the story is also lost in translation so far. So I'm trying to rectify that as well. But it's going to be a commercial film, giving out a good story.
Amazing. Now I have to ask you, the love story between you and Nihara, you must be wondering why do I end up calling her Meenakshi always, is because he had taken a look at her and then had that Meenakshi look in her, and that has...
No, it was because of I saw her in a certain environment.
Oh, which had a Meenakshi backing.
No, that was, I can tell you what it is. It's a Chennai airport. I was waiting for my flight, and there were a lot of dark young girls trotting around at the airport, and most of the girls in, I mean, I'm not insulting anybody, but most of the girls in Chennai look like that,
Yeah.
So I thought she was one of them.
Right.
And then
how did y'all start talking?
She didn't talk. I mean, I just saw her, and then we both happened to be on the same flight.
Right.
I was traveling first class, and she was in economy. So I trotted down to check economy. I didn't see her. So it was no big deal. I just saw her and I liked her. And then at the counter where we pick up our luggage thing, So I didn't see her there. But I had flown to Delhi, right?
Delhi.
I had gone to Delhi there for one night because I was a host for a party.
Right.
I was very busy making a movie in Malaysia.
Right.
So I had only this one night.
One night.
And then and I went there. I was very tired at the Hyatt Hotel. I had a penthouse, and I entertained a lot of movie stars and high commissioners and from Sri Lanka. And I also invited the country manager for Sri Lankan Airlines.
Right.
And she had arrived there, and she's a friend of that couple.
Oh.
So that couple said that same evening, we are going for a party.
Would you
Would
come?
you like to join? And then she appeared. I considered it a gate crash, but she arrived at my party, you know.
But you remembered her from the flight.
Of course, I was.
Oh,
I
yes.
remembered her, but then, but really got me going is her personality and her forthright way of handling things.
Did you like his attention at the party for you?
Yeah, I was kind of, there was a story behind this whole thing,
Oh.
a complex story, so it was hilarious, you know, the fact that.
Fill us in.
You can tell him. She was had heard about me in a very in a different background.
Oh.
So she had a boyfriend at this hotel.
Oh.
He was a F&B manager.
Oh.
Oh my God.
No, I mean, if he asked a question, I'm not telling. So then listen to this. And I was living in this hotel for 12 years. I had a suite here. I lived in this hotel. So everybody knew me. So the security guys were my friends. I'm shooting a movie in Malaysia. So I liked her. So I told the security guard, well, check on her if she comes here and call me every night. So he would call me. So, sir, she came here and they had dinner. I said, did they go to a room? And then he said, no. So about 4 or 5 times she had been visiting this guy, but she never went to the guy's room. So I thought, okay.
This is after the Delhi visit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you have kept tabs.
But one day he said, I go, sir, call me in emergency. They are both in the swimming pool. So I said, okay, what happened? They are playing in the swimming pool. They locked the lights off and they are playing in the swimming pool. I said, what do you mean playing?
They're not whales to be playing in water.
Yeah. Give me a report.
Yeah.
So then I said, no, she got up and then I said, then ekara passe koi the gi. So he said, Madam Nala,
Yeah.
koi the nahi hui. Didn't go to the room, no?
Okay.
So pass.
Pass.
Click.
As long as the room was stopped,
Yes.
that's all.
Yeah. So I knew her character and all that. Yeah, it was fun, and then we became friends. And,
The pool is the best.
and she doesn't realize I have security guards. They are my friends in this hotel, even today.
But she didn't know. You
She
didn't know
didn't
that your eyes, he had his eyes on you.
I had spies all over the place, man. You know?
Intelligent bureau.
Then I told you the rest of it. No, when I think you know it.
What?
Then I got scared that she might not. She was putting it off. So I came here and I put a big flag, banner across the street.
Where?
I didn't tell you.
No.
Yes.
What?
So I thought this might not happen. I got to act on it fast. So I flew back
You from Malaysia?
from Malaysia, and I put a banner across Havelock Road. Nihara, I love you. Will you marry me?
Oh my gosh!
I
really?
didn't tell you this.
No.
Yeah, big 20-foot banner. She still got it.
With your name?
Yeah,
With your
yeah.
name?
Oh my
My
God,
name?
yes.
Nihara, will you marry me? I love you, Chandran.
And Havelock Road?
Havelock Road.
Yes. At 8 in the morning. Can you believe it? Oh my
Then all the traffic was going. She got nervous. So then you know what she said? Come and talk to my mother. Nothing to talk to the mother, you know.
God. I said,
And
go,
then
punishment. You
then
can't talk
you
to
know what she said? Okay, get married immediately.
She said.
Yeah, what the hell is the rush? After keeping me hanging for so long. And that's how we got married. And I've been married 25 years, right?
23. Oh, 3.
It's
Yeah, 20.
amazing.
Yeah. This was a tough sell, man.
Yeah. But you
Otherwise-
cracked it.
I always, you know something, I'll tell you something very interesting. My father gave me one word of advice. I use that for my business. I use it
Everything.
for everything. If you want something, take it. Don't talk about how much and all that. You know,
Take it.
Just do whatever you have to do and take it.
And
And
you took
I've applied that for my business and it's been very successful.
Nobody will even put a leaflet for me and saying marry me.
Coming soon.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
It's amazing. Talk about romance. You all should do a film about your love story. It will definitely be a commercial hit.
Yeah, I know. One quick one.
Huh.
Okay. Then in between all this, she was giving me a hard time. I am working in Malaysia on a movie.
Yo, this movie is so bloody long. Why couldn't it finish?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I call her every day. I write to her every day. In those days, no.
Mobile
SMS.
phones or text.
Letter 1, letter 2, letter 3. Her mother is wondering who the hell is sending the letter. Anyway, so then she told me, please don't call me anymore.
Why?
Please don't write to
Because
me.
it was embarrassing the way he was calling and
Please don't bother me for at least 2 weeks. So then I counted 2 weeks. 2 weeks ends on Valentine's Day by accident.
No, she planned it.
I was not even thinking.
So you know what I did? I took a plane. I was shooting in Penang. From Penang to Kuala Lumpur, Kuala Lumpur to Singapore, Singapore to Colombo, and returning on the same flight for work the next day. I came to Colombo. Tell him what I gave you, what I brought.
Diamond ring, 3 dozen red roses, 10 pairs of shoes.
10 pairs of shoes, 3 dozen red roses, and a diamond ring. I came out of exit, gave it to her, gave her a kiss, went into departure, and I went back to work.
The same flight.
Same flight.
When I got on board the Singapore Airlines flight, they knew that I was carrying roses and all. All the stewardesses gave me a nice, well done. And then that was Valentine's Day.
And
then
you
I
flew
listened-
down specially for her.
Yes. And then listen to this. So I called the next day. I thought she'll like me after that.
But she came to the airport. Not
Yeah, it will be under a lot of. Anyway, next day I called her and I said, "How was your Valentine's Day?"
Yeah.
Oh, it was marvelous. I went with my boyfriend to the supper club.
Who was the boyfriend?
That joker from who was working here, some F&B operator, I don't know, but food and beverage at this hotel.
Yeah, would have not even given her a what do you call it, a Cooper maybe.
He was a Belgian guy,
No, Dutch.
Dutch, you know, but he's still
Very
a cook,
good
right?
Yeah.
Handsome fellow.
Yeah. Anyway, we got rid of him fast. I
Was
told you,
fired.
if you want to get it, you get it.
Yeah, yes. What happened? Oh, your food tastes bad. Fired. God, this love story is amazing.
No, it's true.
Hey, you had no choice.
I had no choice.
That charm is still very strong. I'm telling you, he will talk and go, and then they're like, oh, oh.
I thought I had told you this story before.
No, not this. Have a look. Wow. We are trying to get one billboard up for something. Nothing is working. Here, this man is. How many days did it hang there?
No, just for about 1 hour.
Ah, that's it. But
Well,
the message came to you fast.
Yeah, because my uncle next door was also taking the same.
She took it down. I didn't take it down. She took it down. Oh, no, I took it down.
You
right
took
after
it
that.
down.
All right, time for a break. We'll see you right after. Welcome back to the show. So this segment is called K. It stands for kinky. I feel like there's only one person who can win this.
We know who it is.
Wilson, it's not you, me, or Nihara. Yeah.
My goodness. The gutter guy.
Yeah. Do you prefer giving or receiving?
Whom are you asking?
All of you.
Giving.
I think so.
Not in the terms you're talking about, I think. You? Giving. You also giving.
Well, I have been a hotelier. So I always train my people. We should be at the giving end, not at the receiving end. All right? It's a principle. It's a management principle.
Always at the giving end.
Even my father, my mother, they have been like that. I'm also like that.
Done.
But nothing wrong in receiving also.
Yeah, that's it. I agree. In your time, I don't think there were the whole sending and receiving nudes. But have you ever written an erotic letter?
Yes,
Oh, he would have done plenty.
yes,
Not to her.
no.
Not to me. I put a stop to it when it was going
Getting
back to
there.
Getting there.
This is one hard nut to crack, Nomin.
I cracked it though.
Yeah, God. Okay, if in a hypothetical situation there was a partner swapping moment, would it make you jealous or would it make you turn yourself on?
To be honest, I'd be jealous.
Nice,
too.
Anne. Yeah, to be possessive is a good thing. But Nihara says he can look as much as he wants. He's there to admire. He can admire. Even I will admire.
I also admire.
Yeah, but that's it. No touchy, only looky. It's a principle that they live by. Yesterday also she told him, look, you may not touch. Correct?
Yeah.
He, of course, can look. He can spot it from far away, which is a great thing. Anyways, I must say, Wilson, thank you so very much for coming. It has been an honor to have you on the show, and also the fact that I've seen so much of your work, to have you here, to speak to you in person.
Thank you.
Definitely a great experience. Well, Nihara, you know how I feel about you. We always have a good time, and thank you for
Yes.
being here on the show.
Thank you.
And for always being the level-headed person you are.
Thank you.
And
Not always level-headed.
no, but we all have a mad
Yes,
side to us, so
yes.
that's why we connect. Otherwise, what's the
Yes,
point?
That's true.
He'll be boring otherwise. Chandran, I must say there's something about this man, the charisma that he carries, the aura that he holds, and also when he walks into a place, people do look. And not a lot of people have that. And the fact that he can relate to somebody who is 90 or even 5, only he has it. One of a kind, and I can never get enough of your stories. There's so much. I think you should just start narrating these stories and recording it. It's too good. Anyway, on that note, we need to wrap things up. Thank you so very much for being here, everyone. We need to say goodbye, but we'll see you with another cool episode to Date with DANU. Until then,